This video is proudly sponsored by New Type. Tools, accessories, model kits, these guys have it. Hop over to newtypeshq.com and use promo code Otaku for 10% off on your next purchase. Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to another exciting episode from the good folks from Aoshima Banka Kyoza. So why don't we get things started with the 124 scale AE86 Sprinter Trueno Project D from the popular anime series Initial D. And as always, without further ado, let's get to it. Welcome back, my dudes and dudettes, to the final episode of 2019. So, 2019 was a good year. Build 8 perfect grades, build 1 massive Macross kit, but I want to take a step back and focus on a model kit that you guys would never expect. That's right, a model kit, car. And why not celebrate with my all-time favorite racing franchise, Initial D. Now, Initial D Extreme Stage was a great game for the PlayStation 3 back in the day, but the one I played the most was Initial D, the arcade game. And I can't tell you how many times going to my local arcade, everyone was so hooked on playing this game. So, why don't we take a step into my favorite racing car, the AE86 Trueno. Now, this box art isn't going to turn a lot of heads, but the actual art direction is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, just encapsulating that beautiful manga art style. But most importantly, when you look on the bottom, it actually shows you who the actual driver is, which is Takumi Fujiwara, driving his father's modified car, the AE86 Sprinter Trueno. Now, as for the other side of the box art, gives you a color guide on how to paint the model kit, as well as some hints on using some plastic cement and some glue. You heard me correctly, you're going to need some glue and a good pair of tweezers, because there are a lot of small little pieces for this model kit. So, let's take a look what's inside. So the first thing that catches your eye is the main body, with a glimpse on letting you know that you're going to actually cut out the actual main engine compartment to put the engine in there. Now, my plan was to actually put a AAA battery to power the whole entire kit, but unfortunately it's way too small, so I'm going to have to improvise. As for the additional runners, you get the 2 bumpers for the front and back, and a handful of pieces for the engine compartment, which is the actual main engine parts, and a couple of rims for the actual wheels. Next runners up are the actual main window pieces, as well as a handful of pieces for the actual fog lights and headlights. You also get a small assortment of the small metallic chrome-like pieces that go around the outer rim of the window, and a good supply of water slide decals, which is awesome. Now for the final runners, you're going to get a small assortment of silver-like pieces for the main engine compartment, some pale yellow pieces for the interior, seating for the model kit, and a handful of black pieces for the actual main chassis, and the final clear pieces for the model kit, which is going to be the actual brake lights and the hazard lights. Now, this part gets kind of annoying, but I understand why they had to cut down costs with this manual, because it is boring and bland. So if you're going to want to know how to paint this model kit correctly, you're going to have to really depend upon the actual box art to be your reference. So this part was going to be very tricky for me, because my original plan was to actually stick in a AAA battery power supply into the main engine compartment. So I had to improvise, and thanks to the good folks from Evans Designs, they highly recommended me to use a lithium 3-volt battery to power on the whole entire kit. And since this is 3 volts, this would be sufficient enough to turn on 15 LED lights.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer, all messy and pretty, just making believe. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling down to obscurity, don't let me ever be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know. I control you, don't know me. I'm a danger to myself. I control you, don't know me. I am fading unfelt. You look worried, and maybe you should be, 'cause this is a warning that I'm throwing out. 'Cause I'm the worst player that ever will play you, to mix up sweet words with the girl's sanity. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling down to obscurity, don't let me ever be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know. I control you, don't know me. I'm a danger to myself. I control you, don't know me. I am fading unfelt.
Well, my dudes and dudettes, we have reached the end of this video, and I want to share with you guys my thoughts and impressions about this model kit. But first, a big disclaimer. You cannot purchase this model kit on newtypehq.com because they don't specialize in selling model cars. They specialize in Gundam model kits and anything mecha in between. But you can pick this kit up on eBay or Amazon.com for a really good price. So, let's talk about the goods and the bads. So if there was one thing I would actually be very critical about this model kit is the instruction manual. It's very bland, it's boring, it doesn't really encourage you to actually get the kit done. It's just like one and done and then shelf it. Now, I can understand from a business perspective why they didn't put all their eggs into that particular proverbial basket to make the instruction manual more appealing. All that energy went straight into the box art, and I get it, you know. The instruction manual is an instruction manual, but it's not going to bring future customers in to buy the product. It's the box art. So yeah, I got over it. It is what it is. It's an instruction manual for a model car. Now, one would think that this is my first experience building a model car, which is not true. I mean, when I was a kid, back in 1996, the only two cars that really caught my attention was the Batmobile and the Back to the Future DeLorean. And I built that car so many times, trying to get it as box accurate as possible, but I had zero experience when it came to painting. I knew nothing about airbrush. Oh my goodness, getting an airbrush back in the day was like $300, and then getting an air compressor, woo, that was like $600 to $700. So it's nice that technology has finally progressed to the point where it's actually affordable to buy those equipment. But back in the day, man, the struggle was real, I'll tell you that. Now, another thing that I would definitely consider a gripe about this model kit, it's way too small for me. I mean, I got, you know, gorilla-like hands, and it's very easy for me to lose like little pieces here and there, but I got over it. Once again, I got over it, and I persevered, and I still enjoyed building this kit because I love Initial D, man. It introduced me to so many facets in Japanese animation. In fact, it introduced me to my all-time music genre, which is Eurobeat, and my fiance can attest to that. I listen to that religiously in my car, and we love it, and she's okay with that. But it was just so refreshing to build something different, and I had a lot of fun. And I don't know if this would really prompt me to build another car model kit in the future, but it's a nice step in the right direction. So overall experience, it's a solid kit. I liked it. I had a lot of fun building it. It literally only took me like 2 or 3 days, mainly because I was just having so much fun building the little guy. And yeah, I would highly recommend anyone to give it a shot. It's a lot of fun if you're used to actually gluing model kits together. So the two big holidays are rapidly approaching, and I know I deserve a much needed break for about a week or two, but rest assured, more content is coming. I know with COPA and the FTC becoming a really big thing for content creators is ever so frightening, but I'm still gonna follow through on creating content for you guys. But until then, I want to personally say thank you, NT, New Type HQ, for providing Gundam model kits. Big thank you to Evans Designs. You guys make incredible LED lights, and I'm glad that there's other people that actually have taken the opportunity of learning and trying out this incredible product. But most importantly, the fans, you the subscribers, the new subscribers, you guys are incredible. You have taken something that I have been very passionate about for close to 8 years, and now I can finally do something that I really enjoy and reach out to a bigger audience. So, from the bottom of my heart, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll catch you dudes and dudettes on the next video. Later.